Good morning. A late rally on Wall Street could help support our markets at the start, but the lingering worries about the fiscal health of some of the peripheral Eurozone nations may keep a lid on gains. Monday's rebound came on low volumes and the breadth too was not that great, so one should remain on guard as the key indices could stay sideways and range-bound. European markets fell sharply overnight despite Ireland's bailout as investors continued to fret about the debt contagion spreading to Portugal and Spain. The euro too remains under pressure and the dollar is firm owing to safe haven buying. The ECB could be under pressure to abandon any plans to exit its ultra-easy monetary policy. The ECB will meet on Thursday for a monetary policy review. Back home, Q2 GDP data will be released and consensus estimates point to a reading of 8 to 8.5%. The GDP grew by an impressive 8.8% in Q1. The RBI has pruned SLR to 23% to ease the tight liquidity, but the move is likely to provide only a temporary relief ahead of mid-December's advance tax outflows. Watch out for reports on US consumer confidence, Chicago PMI, and ECB Chief Trichet's speech later. The monthly US jobs data on Friday will be watched closely. Manufacturing PMI data will be out from across the globe on Wednesday. In India, one will also get to react to the latest reports on monthly auto and cement sales apart from the trade data. Monday's rally helped the Nifty regain its control above the 100 DMA, which it had violated last week. Today, we expect the buying momentum to continue provided the Nifty surpasses the resistance of 5,850. Next is 5,900. The FOIs were net buyers of just Rs 1.56 billion in the cash segment on Monday provisionally, as per the NSE website, while the domestic institutions were net buyers of Rs 1.99 billion. The FIs were net buyers at Rs 18.23 billion in the F&O segment on Monday. The foreign funds were net sellers of Rs 6.72 billion in the segment on Friday. Department of Telecom slaps show cause notices on 85 telecom companies in spectrum scam. The Central Bureau of Investigation has submitted status report on 2G scam to the Supreme Court. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry has asked the Planning Commission to constitute a committee to suggest a mechanism to average out prices of imported and domestic gas, a move expected to make gas prices uniform for consumers. The Asian Development Bank today announced that it will extend $315 million to Karnataka for a major overhaul of its overburdened state highway system. Tata Steel to invest $2 million in the steel plate processing facility in UK to produce materials used in wind turbines. Ranbaxy got US FDA approval for Aricept drug launch in the US market. Gujarat Mineral Development Corporation has managed to get 9 responses for its 140 billion rupees aluminium project in Kutch, Gujarat. BPCL and its partners have made a major natural gas discovery in offshore Mozambique. Lavasa, a subsidiary of HCC, is likely to approach the Bombay High Court seeking a stay on the directive issued by Ministry of Environment and Forests. IVRCL Infra said its water and building division had bagged orders worth Rs 5 billion from various organizations. Punjab Lloyd Group announced that it has entered into MOU with Hopetec SDN BHD Malaysia, a provider of integrated solutions and automated revenue collections. GMR Infrastructures sold off its 50% stake in Intergen NV. Seat has acquired the global rights of the Seat brand from Pirelli for 550 million rupees, helping it to secure better pricing advantage and distribution strengths. Sun TV Network has appointed Global Media Management and World Media Connect to manage and grow its distribution and advertising business in North America. Tilaknagar Industries has successfully completed the QIP of Rs 1.35 billion and has also announced the acquisition of a 100% stake in the Goa-based distillery Kesarwal Distilleries. Dhanlakshmi Bank said that it has hiked its domestic term deposit rates by 0.5 to 1% across select maturities. Bafna Pharmaceuticals would invest 300 million rupees in raising its production capacity twofold in 2011-12 and plans to enter specialty segment of immunosuppressant, which are drugs used to prevent rejection of an organ after transplant, by next fiscal. Moving on to the recommendations, the technical calls are a buy on GE Shipping, We recommend traders to buy the stock between the range of rupees 381 to rupees 382 with a stop loss to be maintained at rupees 371 for a target price of rupees 404. A buy on ITC, we advise buying the stock in the range of rupees 170.5 to 171 with the stop loss to be maintained at rupees 167 for a target price of rupees 179. The derivative strategies are long Balrampur Chini December future in the range of rupees 76 to rupees 77 for a target price of rupees 81 and the stop loss is to be placed at rupees 73.5. And long McLeod Russell December future in the range of rupees 217 to rupees 219 for a target price of rupees 227 and the stop loss is to be placed at rupees 212. Thank you and have a great day ahead.